Hello all. In this video we will look how the for loop works in Java. The for loop is useful to execute the statements repeatedly. If you see here in the picture, there are 4 parts in the for loop. The first part is initialize, then condition, after that iteration, then body of the for loop. So when we enter the loop for the first time, the statement in the initialize portion will get executed. After that, the condition portion get executed. The condition portion will actually evaluate an expression that will return either true or false. So the condition checks whether we have to enter the body or we should skip it. So when condition evaluates to true, we will enter inside the loop body. So after executing the last statement in the loop body, the control moves to iteration portion. There we may have expression and that expression get evaluated. So after evaluating the expression, we will move to condition. Then once again we will evaluate the condition to check whether the condition returns true or false. So when condition evaluates to true, we will execute the loop body second time. So if it evaluates to false, we will quit the loop. So based on the condition return value, we may repeatedly enter the loop. So the body will get executed till the condition returns false. So once condition returns false, we will quit the loop. So once again, here is the order of execution. For the very first time, the order is initialize, then evaluate the condition, decide whether we need to enter the loop body or not. When we enter the loop body, we will execute the statement one by one. After executing the very last statement in the loop body, we will enter into the iteration portion. So this is one complete iteration. For the second time, we will not execute the initialize. We will evaluate the condition, then we will execute the loop body. After that, we will go to iteration, then we will evaluate the condition, go to loop body, iteration, condition, loop body, iteration, condition, loop body. That's how the loop goes into picture until the condition return false. Once condition return false, we will quit. So one more final time, the initialize will get executed only once. Then the body get executed whenever the condition returns true. At the end of the body, we will execute the iteration. Then once again we will check the condition. Alright, we will check this with an example. So here is our first example. As already told, the control flow executes the statement one by one, top to bottom. So here first it executes int x equal to 5. So the value in x is 5. After that it enters the for loop. And the for loop, it executes the initializer portion of the loop. Here the initializer portion is int I equal to 1. After that, we will check whether condition evaluates true or false. So since I is initialized to 1, now the condition portion has 2 variables and they both have value. So I is 1 and x is 5. So 1 is less than or equal to 5 is the condition that is checked here, and since it evaluates to true, we enter inside the body. The loop body consists of two statements. The first one prints the value in I, the second one prints an empty line. So after printing the empty line, that's the last statement in the loop body. The control moves to iterator portion. So after executing the last statement, the value in I is 1. Why? Because that is what initialized when we enter inside the loop. So once we move to the iterator portion, the value in I get incremented. So I will have a value of 2. Now there is a change in the condition. Why? Because previously when we evaluate the condition, it was 1 less than or equal to 5. Now when we evaluate the same condition, this time the condition is 2 less than or equal to 5. Once again it evaluates to true, then we will enter inside the loop. So first statement get executed, second statement get executed, then we will go to iterator. I will get incremented and I will have a value of 3. Then once again we will evaluate the condition 3 less than or equal to 5. So the loop will keep on going. Once I get incremented from 5 to 6, we will move to the condition portion. The condition is now 6 less than or equal to 5. So this time it evaluates to false and we will come out. This means the body of the for loop will get executed 5 times, and in each iteration I will hold a value of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. When I have the value of 6, since the condition fails, we will come out of the loop. That's why in the output you will not see you will see the value get printed from 1 through 5. Alright, now let us execute this in Java and see how it works. Alright, we will now execute it. So I kept a breakpoint. I will talk about debugging the application in some other video. For now we will see how the flow occurs and how it executes the statement one by one. So this is the if you see the current execution is at line int x equal to 5. Here in the variables tab you can see the list of variables, and in the console window you can see the output. Let me keep the variable here so that you can see it easily. All right, now so let us see what happens after I execute this line. Here you are seeing the value in x is 5, and now we are going to enter inside the for loop. As I already told, here initializer portion is int I equal to 1. So after that it will evaluate the expression I less than or equal to x. So at present x is initialized. Why? Because we executed the previous statement. So if you see, now the value in x is 5 and value in I is 1. So 1 less than or equal to 5. I less than or equal to x, that means 1 less than or equal to 5. So this condition evaluates to true. Why? Because 1 is actually lesser than 5. Substitute it here, I 1 x 5, 1 less than or equal to 5. So that statement becomes true. The expression evaluates to true. So we will enter inside the loop. Alright, now look at the console window, because there are two statements here. So we are printing 1, after that we are printing an empty line. Now if you see, we gone back to the first line. That means this time we are going to, I mean, one complete cycle is finished. I mean the last statement get executed. So now second iteration starts. So the very first thing in second iteration is incrementing the I++. So the value in I goes to 2. After that a condition is evaluated. So what it checks is 2 less than or equal to 5. So the condition evaluates to true again, and we will enter inside the box. Let us see that. If you see, X is not changed, but I is highlighted here. That means the value in I get incremented and it is now 2. So now if we check the condition 2 less than or equal to 5, it evaluates to true. That's why we are inside the loop. The highlighted line shows what statement we are going to execute now. So that is print line statement, and value in I is 2. So that's why it will print 2 in the console window. Right. So now we are at the second statement. So the as already told, the statements are executed one by one, top to bottom. So it executed the first line in the for loop. Now it is executing whatever line comes next. So in the next line we are asking to print an empty line. Why? Because it doesn't give any value, so it prints an empty line. Now we enter inside the loop. This time value in I get incremented to 3, then condition is evaluated. Now I will execute this statement one by one slowly. You just keep watching this one variable window as well as console window. Alright, now we are at the last statement. Now if I go to the iterator portion, the value in I will get incremented to 6, then the condition will evaluate to false. Why? Because 6 less than or equal to 5. No, 6 is greater than 5 and it is not equal to 5 also. So the condition evaluates to false. So we won't enter inside the loop and we will come out. You see, now we will come out. That's all. So here you are not seeing the value I. Why? Because it is not visible at this moment. Why? Because it is inside the scope of for loop. Why? Because we declared int in the for loop body or in the for construct. So this will be visible until this point. Alright, that's all. So I'll expand to see the output. 1 blank line, 2 blank line, 3 blank line, 4 blank line, 5 blank line. And after this I can't move my cursor. That's all. Alright, now we will look at one more example. Here in this example we see one initializer statement and one iterator statement. Now have a look at the second example. Here if you see, we have two initializer statement. One is I equal to 1 and another one is j equal to 6. So here initializer part has two statement and they are separated by comma. Condition is same as previous example. Then iterator has two statement. One increments the I and other one increments the value in j. The body is consists of 3 statement. In the first statement we print what is the value in I. and in the second statement we print what is the value in j, and as usual at the last line we print an empty line. Now this time when the control flow comes from int x equal to 5 to our for loop, it needs to execute the initializer, but the initializer consists of two statements. So it will execute I equal to 1, then j equal to 6. So we are initializing both the variables I and j. I hold a value of 1 and j holds a value of 6. Then as usual we execute the condition. If you see, the condition involves only I, not j. Then based on this condition we will enter inside the loop and we will print all three statements. After that we increment both the iterators. I mean, here the iteration portion has two statements, so we will increment I as well as j, both. So that's all here in this example. So even though we use only the loop iterator variable I in the condition, j we are using it in initializer as well as iterator, and we are using that in the body. Usually this happens in some programming logic where even though variable is not in the condition part, it will be used to perform some computation inside the body. So here this example shows you how you can initialize more than one variable, as well as you can put more than one expression in the iterator part. We will execute this in Eclipse. This time I'm not going to break the flow. I will just place the code and I will execute and I will show the output. Alright, now we will execute. Look at the console window. So that's all we executed. This time also the loop run for 5 times and we print value in I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and value in j is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why? Because in the initializer part of the for loop, I is initialized to 1, j is initialized to 6. In the iterator portion we increment the values in the variable. So that's why the first part of the loop body gave us the value I equal to 1, j equal to 6, and second part shows I equal to 2, j equal to 7, and so on. So finally the loop breaks after printing I equal to 5 and j equal to 10. So these two examples shown you how you can use a for loop in Java. That's all here. Thanks for watching. So if you like the video, click the subscribe button below the YouTube channel. If you are watching this video in YouTube, you will see a subscribe button, and if you like this video, click subscribe, so whenever a new video is posted you will get an notification. Thank you for watching. Bye.